Your soul shall be mine.
I'm actually gonna keep everything here.
Feast of Wintervale. Pleasant feast of Wintervale.
I feel like I have enough early game. I was like thinking of dropping a Molten Giant because I had Heal Bot, but then I figure like against face decks, you know, he's gonna give me low regardless of whether I Heal Bot. I'm gonna need the turns to cash in this Imp Gang boss against these Leper Gnomes. So it's better to coin it out than wait. If I'm waiting, I'm actually gonna like coin Hellfire, but then I don't save coin for 5 and 6 drops anyways, so I might as well just use my coin on this. Definitely gonna give you low soon. I might even be playing Molten Giant before Healbot. Probably on turn 5 I can do both. Molten for free at this point with how low I'm getting. If I Hellfire, I'm gonna be able to play Molten this turn. I won't be able to kill 3-1, so I need 7 damage to kill me. I do have a 1-1 left over after the Hellfire. I'm still saving myself the least. Well, let's see. Actually, not really, but it's pretty close. I guess it makes sense because I get to play a giant. Damage-wise, I'm not taking too much more damage like this because I had Dark Bombed one. I'd be taking the Leper Gnome damage, so I'd be taking 2 extra damage from Leper Gnome. Leper Gnome, like, would die anyways later, dealing 2 to me. So I'm taking 3 from Hellfire, I'd take 2 from the extra Leper Gnome attack, so I'm really only taking 1 more damage like this, except I'm able to play the Giant right away. He's full unoverloaded. I guess I should play safe. I can die if I don't heal here. If I want to play a little greedy Healbot next turn, like get a hit on the face for 8, but since I have even more healing with Siphon Soul, I should just use 5 and then maybe 6 on the Siphon next turn or something. 7 damage on 6 mana is definitely not too out of the ordinary for him. It's definitely pretty zoo-ish, but I think that's just what Reno decks are. So I don't have a 2-turn clock. Like if I use my Siphon here, it slows down my clock. Actually, wait, what's no, still not, okay. So I don't even kill him next turn, but I kill him 2 turns later. I could potentially maybe go for a kill next turn. I play Twilight Drake, a 6 Swamp Ooze, maybe trade for the Tunnel Trog, leave up that spell power, Molten to the face, but I don't know. Since I have a Swamp Ooze, I can kind of counter Doomhammer anyways, so it's not doing that much damage over 2 turns. I don't have lethal. I'm just gonna... I'm not willing to tap either. The MVP.
Fran versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine.
Okay, going first, I like Mountain a lot more to keep. I'll probably just do a hard tap to Mountain Giant on turn 4. Mulliganing for more more proactive drops after Mountain Giant and good situational cards in this matchup. So basically like Big Game Hunter, Owl, and like stuff to follow up after Mountain Giant. So this is really good.
Buying or selling.
You could replace Abusive with Bran, I don't think it'd be bad. I'm pretty much on like one YouTube video a day kind of schedule. I don't stream enough to do too much more than that. Unfortunately, I'm probably going to have to trade here. I wish I had something better. Like, Stalagg is not really good here. He needs only 2 damage after the Peddler, so it beats for a Dark Bomb. So I don't really have a good play after the trade. I might be looking to do something like just Implosion, probably. I'm probably going to save the Implosion. It's still better use of mana. I don't think he's a big game hunter right now, so if he does 2 damage, I guess at least Dark Bomb might not have a good follow-up. We'll see. Okay, still decent follow-up. Bassville, thanks for resubbing. Welcome back. Crowfist. That's pretty cool. I was thinking just dropping Sylvanas into that, but this is better, so... Probably the best target in the deck. Kind of a hard turn because I don't have a good proactive play this turn. If he's using Peddler, it's kind of more likely as a Reno deck than our true handlock, so Siphon Soul is definitely a thing. I don't really want to play Sylvanas here. And I also really want something on board, so if I didn't get that, I'd definitely be playing Sun Fury. Hopefully I have something on board because I have Abusive, so a big part of my plays was to Abusive and do something.
I wonder.
Okay, let's go ahead and... It's pretty painful, but not too bad. Just trade in. I'm gonna have a 4-2 on board. I don't really like that, but I think I'm gonna play Feugen over Sylvanas here. Sylvanas Shadow Flame's nice combo. Even though I'm not using my mana super efficiently, he can trade both of these bots in. Sylvanas might or might not be dead. Regardless, though, it's like probably gonna be damaged enough for him to finish off pretty easily. My Stalagg's already died, so this guy's pretty cool. Second choice over is definitely better in mid-range Paladin, and I would never run Mal'Ganis in a deck without Void Caller. Oh, that's pretty good boom bots for me, I think. Actually, I'll kill Feugen, not really. I feel like if I tap the 10, I won't die. He's used 1 Dark Bomb, 2 Hellfires already. So he needs to do... It's really hard. If I don't die, I can play Jaraxxus next turn.
I have no time for games.
I think the most likely way I die is Doomguard. Wait, actually I don't really know. No, never mind. I thought Doomguard was power overwhelming, but... I don't really see him winning from here. He's used too many reactive cards already. Both Hellfires, Shadow Flame, some of the best cards. And he's... I guess he's not really playing from behind, but I still Shadow Flame. Kind of worried that he doesn't use any coils. I'm not sure if this is good.
Buying or selling.
Definitely gonna have to respect this giant here. Don't have healing in my hand, can't afford to take the 8. Probably gonna have to use my Shadow Flame here. At least I can play some stuff, which is good for me. I almost don't expect him to even have any more situational cards too much, because both Hellfire, Shadow Flame. So you might just be having to drop minions again. The good thing about Siphon Soul is, I guess there's nothing really good about Siphon Soul. It allows me to still have a Sun Fury on board. Hellfire here, what's the difference? Siphon Soul costs more mana and might not have a better target. I guess having a 2/3 on the battlefield is good, so... I guess the one good thing is I can Hellfire for burst, whereas, like, I could deal damage with Hellfire this turn, but that doesn't really counter things like, I don't know, like Draxus or Reno, for example, if he heals.
So many possibilities.
Triple coil. I'm one off lethal. Can't play Dr. Broom first. It's just kind of like I forced him to use a lot of his situational cards early, and he was like kind of playing from behind. It's hard to do that because I always had the initiative, like the tempo, so I was able to kind of like play Drax and grind him out.
I've got the beast in my sight. Will let you win this time.
Gul'dan versus Thth.
I will fight with honor. Your soul shall be mine.
I think almost certainly the best thing for a starting player with not a lot of cards is to learn Arena and play Arena a lot unless you're prepared to spend a lot of money, because you don't really make gold playing Constructed, at least not anything Not really anything worth too much. It's way too slow to ground constructed. So yeah, you pretty much just have to play Arena to get the cards. So unless he's actually a Murloc Paladin, this should be the right choice. Now, what if he actually has a Murloc Paladin? I was like thinking about it, but I felt like it was kind of a long stretch to assume that they're a Murloc deck.
The light protects me.
The end is coming!
It is a Murloc deck. I'm pretty sure. That's unfortunate.
I fight.
Deal.
The reason why I took the 1/1 though, the Dawn Shield, I had Argus in my hand. It has a lot of synergy with Argus because the Divine Shield's kind of like makes it double the Argus buff. So I was really looking forward to trying to Argus him out. This kind of messes up my mana curve next turn, but it's like by far my strongest play here.
Follow the rules.
Especially if I play with Sludge Belcher, what you can do is like True Silver, and then use the Pyromancer to kill a slime basically for free. So this should actually be kind of a hard matchup for me, because Handlock wins slow, and he's kind of like a combo deck. I'm gonna somewhat risk this. Probably not the. I mean, it's bad if it fails always, but it's not like it's too bad in particular.
Reporting for duty.
So this depends here. Sludge Belcher fights this board really well, and also allows me to tap for Molten, but Dr. Boom does kind of put more pressure, and Sludge Belcher might save me from OTK combos somewhat. I guess what it is using Belcher to save myself from OTK is not really that great against this deck, because I can just heal and... I think it's more about putting pressure. Dr. Boom is more pressure in a way, but I get to tap for Molten Giants cheaper. Again, I guess what I mean is I don't really care about saving the Sludge Belcher to stop OTK. I don't think it's too reliable. I do need to stagger out some threats though because of the equalities. So I have a couple options. I think just one Molten or Mountain is too weak here. I'll probably play Dr. Boom here. He already has one Consecrate. I think I like this better, because I feel like this board is probably getting equalityed, and then I'll play the double Giants after. Double Giants is more of a threat than one Dr. Boom, so I'd rather just lose one Boom than two Giants. It's kind of hard for him to progress his board state without clearing my board, especially like against a Belcher. It's so annoying. It's like I kind of find it hard for him to not really equality here. He can certainly go greedy though against this play and kind of like pass a turn, try to AoE next turn, but yeah, I probably won't play the Giants next turn if he just passes. I might just commit like a small amount in somehow. I'm pretty sure I should just Shadow Flame. kind of changing my play. Like, I was planning on saving the Shadow Flame for later, like against anything, but as is, I can just kind of pressure him. It's too much pressure to give up. Hellfire clears on board. I don't really want to, like, thing is, he's basically trying to bait out more things for equality. So if I do a move where I trade against his board, lose a lot of damage, and maybe don't play a minion or play minions, it's like, it all kind of buys into his game plan. I don't want to heal either, because I want to be able to play a lot of threats after equality. That's why I didn't play Healbot Shadow Flame or Reno or something like that. I'm basically still want my health to be relatively low here. It is very important for me to be pressuring him a lot here. I actually have a good plan. So basically, for him here, he has War Leader and 2 Bluegill Warriors, so if he anyfins, he'll do 8 damage. I don't want him to anyfin and clear Dr. Boom, because I still want to threaten lethal through anyfin next turn without committing more minions to the board. If I taunted Dr. Boom, he could trade in the 2 anyfins, or the 2 warriors in with the War Leader, it would do 8 damage, kill it. And then after, he could really threaten lethal, because then he would have the second anyfin, which would do way more damage. So again, this forces the equality this turn without the anyfin. So it takes 2, like, he needs to cast 2 anyfins to win the game, basically. And I need to make it so that he can't. Right now, anyfin is 8. I can actually tap here and be at 12. 8 plus 3 is 11, so he wouldn't win. I'll probably tap and play the Giants. I have Twisting Nether. I might have another. So if he has both anyfins here, what he can do is anyfin trade in, and then anyfin again. And it's going to be hard to win against that line if he has both in his hand, because he'll get War Leader 2 Bluegills. Next time he'll get 2 War Leaders, 4 Bluegills. That's the scary one. And he can use it to survive this turn. But I could potentially have Reno to 30 and Twisting Nether. I'm not sure whether I'll die or not. Okay, so he's definitely throwing lethal. Both War Leaders, Merc Guide, 2 Warriors. I don't think I have a winning line anymore against the potential double. Because if he casts one anyfin here, he can clear my board and kind of set up for the second one. It really depends. I don't think so, though, because I feel like I'll have to Twisting Nether and not really enough. I can't really do enough after that. I'm gonna die to the second anyfin. I'm not sure if I'll... Actually, I'll probably die. I'll take more than 20, but it's not even that. It's the fact that I can't clear after. So even if I had like 50 life here, I use the Shadow Flame for pressure, but I guess it wouldn't have saved me anyways, because at this point you can just OTK. It's not even about the Twisting Nether, because I can Twisting Nether. The more I think about it, don't Twisting Nether here, because I lose second one anyways. Easily more than 20 damage. So second anyfin is definitely going to kill me if he has it, either way. But I think I'm setting myself in a better position to win if he doesn't have the second anyfin right now. This is actually an interesting matchup. I'm not sure. Because normally the small minions aren't so good against Rogue, but then like this deck tries to curve out more early compared to on turn 4. I guess it's not really... with this hand, it's not exactly a hard decision, though. Because regardless of what I want to do, none of those cards are good for either strategy. Don't really have to think about it too much, but maybe in the future we'll have to think about it. You know, whether I want to keep early cards or go for the 4 drops. Ooze is I might want to save it, but Rogue is Flurry. I've definitely lost Assassin's Blade, though. It's kind of annoying when that happens, but not all Rogues are running Assassin's Blade. Another thing is, I'm on the coin, so I can't coin a Sai. I get to play it. It contests 3/3s on turn 3. Thing is, these contest 3/3s like better in a way, but we'll see. I might not actually want to coin out Refreshment Vendor as a thing, so with this hand I might want to play Sludge into Stalagg or the other way around. So he must have Blade Flurry or something. Oh, it's this kind of deck. I definitely need to respect that card in Hellfire here. Ship's Cannon. Well, I'm killing 7 power with this Hellfire. I can die really quickly against this deck because it's such a high damage. Pirates do so much damage, but I guess like somewhat Pirates don't have that much burst. Oh, he has double cold blood or something. No, so he's not killing me. Okay. This is gonna be crazy.
Well played. I
Oh yeah, one reason why I don't use Bran in this deck is because Bran Reno doesn't actually do anything. You just heal 30 twice, so maybe Bran makes more sense in the non-Reno deck. We'll see, though. I'm not sure.